Yo, what's goody? I got the Steam controller. It came in about 30 minutes ago. You want to do an unboxing and a first impressions? Because I do. Cutting it open real quick. I'm going to have to cover any sensitive information. Don't forget to do that. Not trying to get murdered. I'm going to try my best to get the angles right. Shout out Flight. A lot of tape. All right. Oh my God, more cutting. Who's excited? Oh, okay, here we go. Cover that shit up. Bet. It's a box inside of a box. Okay. Oh, that fell. So we got the box. We got your games, Steam control at your fingertips. Okay. Your games at your fingertips. Vos jeux à bois de dort. Sick. Okay, and it looks like it opens up in a cool way. Let's try not to drop this shit. All right, here we go. Bang! Would you look at that? Okay. It's telling me how to connect. Let's see how it feels in the hand. Okay. It's lighter than I expected. Not much resistance on the triggers. The buttons have a nice soft click to them. I'm more of a sharp click like an Xbox controller kind of guy, but let's not judge too early. We got the track pads that don't feel like anything because the controller's not on. Okay, I like the D-pad. I heard the D-pad was worse than the Steam Deck. There's no way in hell this is worse than the Steam Deck. Joysticks feel like joysticks. All right. Oh, I accidentally turned it on. Whoopsies. We got the puck. We got the cord. Plug that in. Plug the puck in. See that? Now let's see how this goes. It's right on the back. Should I show the setup process before you get in game? Oh, it's just a firmware update? Buttons on the back have a good click to them too. It feels pretty comfortable in the hands. Surprisingly, because it's beefy as hell. This is first impressions. It's a little more vertical than I'd like. I like a little more curve to my controller. Just like my women. That's a joke. I actually like women that look a bit homeless and like they've done heroin in their past, but they're trying to regather themselves. You can plug your puck back in. Okay. This is the Steam button. You can enter big picture mode. Whoa. Yes, this message is from over a year ago, and I refuse to acknowledge it. So, I installed Returnal just to try the gyro. I believe it has gyro enabled in any game you want. Because this game, I played on PlayStation, and I hated the controller portion. I loved the game, but the controller really soured the experience for me. Which is why I really hope they bring Saros to the PC. Because... Stop, I'm not acknowledging it, dude! Apparently gyro aiming is the next generation of controller aiming. So I want to try it out. And yeah, apparently Saros doesn't have it, which is very unfortunate and strange. Whoa. Oh my, okay. Whoa, the gyro's a little strong there, brother. Let's turn that shit down. It's weird, look. Why does it stop? Whoa, it detects if your thumb is on the joystick? That's sick. Okay, that's crazy. All right. Oh, I think it's tapping into your mouse when you do the gyro, or it's acting as a mouse. So when you activate gyro, it puts up PC controls, which I guess is a slight annoyance, but nothing too major. All right, let's see how much this truly improves things.
Encounter scavenger fauna.
Oh, this is okay. Okay, it's gonna take a little getting used to. I mean, it plays a sound every time it switches control schemes. Why? Why does it have to do that? Yeah, this is full gyro aiming, and oh my god, it takes me getting boosted. Fuck. Alright, now let me try without gyro. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think I might be. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. I think gyro is already better for me than just regular joystick, and I am brand new to it, so I assume if I got a little more used to it and messed with the settings a bit, it'd be much better. But thankfully, I'm done playing shooters and shit on PC, so I'm done playing shooters and shit on anything but PC. So gyro isn't, I don't know what other genre gyro would be useful for, but if there is one, then I'm excited to try it because gyro is pretty nice. Now let's test out the trackpads on Balatro. I'm not really someone who loves the trackpads on the Steam Deck, mostly because I don't have much to use them for. I'm trying to only use the trackpads here, but it's honestly seeming like it's not the move. Okay. I don't know what the trackpads are for. I know you can play like RTSs on them, which helps. Or one of those like city building games. But honestly, I don't understand. What does the left trackpad do? It's just like arrows? For what reason? Can I rebind this? I don't understand. How do you like drag? How do you drag? So left, this is for Balatro. Left trackpad is a D-pad and the right one is joystick and right stick click. What does that mean? Didn't they show this in a trailer? Shit. Yeah, someone let me know. Someone let me know what you're supposed to do with the trackpad, because does it work as a cursor on your regular PC? Then you could. It doesn't. Well, that's interesting. Whoa, that's a good name. Steamroller. All right, now for one of my patented, very scientific tests. How many tries does it take for me to beat Margit Rune level 1? I'm a bit rusty. Gee, I'm very rusty. Rah! That fucking hit me! Okay. Fuck! Okay, 2 deaths. Yeah. Death number 3. Oh my god. What am I doing? Give me the stagger. It's not coming. Okay. Death number 4. I hate that attack. I hate that one too. Death number 5. Yeah. Death number 6. Yo, stagger, dude. Who do you think you are? Yo, I gotta not count on this fucking stagger because it ain't coming apparently. Like, what the fuck? That's why you count on the stagger, dude. I'm a greedy rat bastard and I love it. Motherfucker! Oh, count on the stagger. That was a longer delay. I'm telling you. Bang! What? Wait! Say his face felt! Say felt! Say he felt! Yes! Okay! What was that, 6 deaths? Yo! Cinema! That should have been done on maybe the 3rd try. I'm rusty. I haven't done it in a while. But that test helped me a lot more than I thought it would. I had to really get locked in on a game to feel the controller out. But one more test and I'll give my final verdict. Alright, the final test. Now I'm curious with the back buttons. I wanted to try something with it, and I wanted to try some sort of fighting game. Now, I bound the top left button to left stick up and the bottom left button to left stick down. I did this because I honestly don't like flicking the joystick for specific moves. So I want to see how it feels. I'm also curious to see what it'd be like in a regular fighting game like Tekken to bind them to the D-pad buttons, because I find that the D-pad is it doesn't work well for me in fighting games, like when you have to do the down right moves or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, it ain't working. Oh, it is. Okay. That's so fire! Yo, this is way better, I'm telling you. Okay, I know I'm getting shit on right now, but that's just because I'm trying to test out the back buttons. Okay, I also bound 2 buttons to R4, left stick down and up at the same time. I want to see if that actually works on the controller. It does not. Okay, that's fine. Wait, oh, crotch punch is up. Okay, yeah, dude, that feels so much better, I'm telling you. Wow. And the back buttons feel really good to press too. They give you good feedback, but they're not too hard to press, and they're in good they have good placement. Figure we might as well just be as thorough as possible, and I wanted to try out the D-pad as the back buttons. So, we'll just do a quick test to finish this off. I have this bound to up, this bound to down, this bound to left, this bound to right. I forgot how to play this game completely though. Even though I got to red ranks, I did. Okay, let me just look at a move real quick. This just feels so much better to me. It's like, I'm just spamming buttons right now, I'll be real. But it's like, it's why when I was playing this game, I wanted to get one of those arcade controllers, because pressing the buttons feels, for some reason, I can never get the joystick down or the D-pad. And yeah, this D-pad does not feel like a D-pad you'd use for fighting games at all. Like, look, it took me that many tries to do that, and then that was my first try with the buttons. It's just so consistent with the buttons. I'm about to start playing Tekken 8 again and probably break my setup. Okay, let me give my final verdict on this control, or my final first impressions. My final first impressions. Listen to this guy. Okay, our first test was Returnal. Gyro aim, from the little I've played, even though I'm not too used to it, it does feel better to me than just joystick. I'm not sure what applications there would be other than an FPS, and if there aren't any, then I won't be using it. But if there are any, then I would love to try it some more, and I think it's only an enhancement. Our second test was Balatro, and I just do not get the trackpads. I don't understand them, but they're there for a reason, so this is definitely just a me thing. I know people have played strategy or city building type of games with them, so maybe it's pretty much exclusively for those, because otherwise you're on a PC, so you don't really need it. But if you know, let me know what these trackpads are for exactly. Then we did the Elden Ring test, and this was by far the most helpful, which I was just joking. I just wanted to show off my skills, and then I got whooped 6 times. I was expecting to beat it a little sooner than that, but I'm a greedy rat bastard, so I got killed for no reason a few times. Either way, no matter, the actual shape of the controller. At first, I didn't like the verticality of it. I thought the slope was a little too steep. I still think it could go outward a little more, but after playing Elden Ring with it and really locking in on the game and not thinking about the controller, it felt much better to me. It was really natural in my hands, and I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I was using a Steam controller. It just felt like a nice controller to me. The buttons have good feedback. They're not like clicky like a mouse, obviously. They have a fairly soft but responsive feeling. I really like the X, Y, A, B buttons. The shoulder buttons and the triggers, I'm not a massive fan of, especially the triggers. They just kind of have close to no feedback. They rumble when you press it down, but that's about it. They don't feel great. And the bumpers, they have feedback, but they're pretty soft, and I'm more of a fan of clicky ones. But again, when I was playing Elden Ring, I didn't notice it as much. So I think it's more of a problem when you're closely examining the controller and being nitpicky about things than when you're actually playing. But I do think that, say, the Xbox trigger and shoulder buttons are much better. The D-pad, honestly, I could see myself using the left trackpad as a D-pad over the actual D-pad because of the placement. It was kind of awkward when I was playing Elden Ring, just from the little I used it. Maybe if I use it a bit more, I'd get more used to it. But the left trackpad is where the D-pad would be on an Xbox controller, which is my main controller. So I could see myself using that much more. The back buttons, I don't know how to tell you, like, this was one of the first things I thought of when I found out about the back buttons and how they were completely programmable, because I've really wanted to get a fighting game controller, but it's like, am I going to use it enough to justify how expensive they are? And I don't want to get a shit one. So now I have these and I could just use it on a controller, and it felt great in Sifu, which isn't a traditional fighting game. It felt great there because, like, if you want to do, say, a crotch punch, you have to go up on the joystick, and then X. And it's not too big of a problem, but I just never really liked how it felt on any of those moves. Or say you want to do a sweep, it's down on the joystick, up on the joystick, and then Y. It's just, there's a lot of travel time, and it doesn't feel great. And sometimes I mess it up. You can't mess it up with the buttons. You just go tap, tap, X, and then you're punching a dude in the dick. It's perfect. And on Tekken, I've never in my life been that consistent with an attack, and that was just a small test. It's already made a massive difference, and I'm super excited to use it more. And honestly, it makes me want to play Tekken again, which might be a problem now that I think about it. It might be a bad thing that I want to play Tekken again, but either way, I'm very happy with this controller. And it has the TMR joysticks, so virtually no drift. I don't know how it would drift. I've heard of them drifting before, but I haven't looked into the actual cases, so I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I'm not worried about drift. It has a massive battery. The puck is super nice. It felt really responsive latency wise. It feels great in the hands, a great weight. When I first laid my hands on it, it felt a little like, I guess, cheaper than I would expect, but after using it for a bit, I don't feel that way anymore. Yeah, I really like it. So it is $100 though. But if you think about it, you won't have to replace it if there's no drift. If you're wondering, that is how I justified it. I also slammed my Xbox controller while playing Sifu and kind of fucked it up. So, and it's my favorite one, the pink one. See ya.